Good morning, students. Today we will discuss our story, The Cock and the Anthem. The story is written by O. Henry. O. Henry is an American writer and all his stories have New York background. All his stories represent the lowest class of the society. All his stories end in a surprise. So, this story is also in keeping with the same. Here, Soapy represents the lowest class of the society. The story is full of ironic situations. In the beginning, when Soapy wants to be caught by the police and sent to the Blackwell's Island where there is a prison, he is not caught by the police. But in the end, when he thinks to do something good with his life, he is caught by the police. So in a way we can say man proposes and God disposes. That is seen through this story. Let's read the story. Soapy is restless in Madison Square. Why? Because winter is approaching. Madison Square is a park where Soapy stays on one of the benches. Means he lives in an open area. He is homeless and jobless. In a way, he is a vagabond. Now winter is approaching. The birds fly southwards to the warmest places. People buy warm clothes and trees shed their leaves. These all are the signs of approaching winter. And Soapy is restless because he cannot face winter on that bench. So, what he decides? He decides that he should be sent to the Blackwell's Island where there is a prison. And from many years, Soapy has been living in Blackwell's Island for winters. He thinks that he will be comfortable there. He will get food, he will get shelter, and there is no harm or no worries about the cops. Why? Because he will be in their custody. In fact, it is not that much hard for Soapy to get a shelter and food in New York. Easily he can get food and shelter, but he has to change his places and he has to answer some queries, some questions. And Soapy is a proud person, he is a gentleman. He doesn't want anyone to peep in his private life. That's why he thinks it is better to go to the prison. Prison has its own rules, but still he says a gentleman's life is his own life in prison. So is the thinking of Soapy. As we have come to know that Soapy's mind works in a different way. He plans a way to enter prison. First plan is that he would dine in a fine restaurant and would not pay the bill. Ultimately, he will be sent to the prison. So thinking, he goes on Broadway's. There he comes across a fine restaurant. He wants to enter there. But as we know, these restaurants have their own dress code. The head waiter notices the torn shoes of Soapy, and so he doesn't permit Soapy to enter the restaurant. In this way, his first plan does not work. In the beginning only, it is a failure. Soapy's plan fails. Soapy goes ahead. Now he is in search of something else. There he comes across a shop. The shop has a glass window with many lights in it. Soapy takes a huge stone and throws on the glass window. Window is broken and immediately many people run towards the place. Cop is the first one to come there. He asks Soapy, "Who broke the window?" To which Soapy answers, Don't you think that I can break the window? But the cop has his own thinking. He says a person who breaks the window will not wait for the cops to come and arrest him. Instead, he notices one person running away. So the cop runs after that person. Second plan also is a failure. Sophie thinks of something else. Now he comes across another restaurant. The restaurant is not so fine, so Sophie gets entry there easily. He goes there, takes food, and tells the waiters that he does not have money. Now call the cops. But those people are very busy. They tell, no cops for the person like you, and they throw him out of the restaurant. There, a cop was standing, but he laughed at his situation and went away. So in this way, this time also nobody arrested Sophie. Now Sophie thinks as that Blackwell's Island is far away from him. He has to do something now. He goes ahead. There is a theater and a cop is standing at the door. Sophie pretends as if he has drunk and he starts shouting and singing. The cop does not pay attention to him. Instead, he tells another person that these college students are harmless. They will do nothing. Let them shout. Again, Sophie's plan does not work. He goes away. Now, he comes across another shop. It is a bookshop. One person keeps his umbrella outside the shop and enters. Sophie also goes there. He takes the umbrella and comes down easily. The person who has kept umbrella comes behind Sophie. He asks Sophie, "That's my umbrella." Sophie replies, "Is it? So call the cops. They will arrest me." But the man hesitates. Why? Because the umbrella does not belong to him either. He says, terrified at the sight of the cop, "Okay, let it be. It must be your umbrella." So saying, the man goes away. Sophie is now really frustrated. He throws the umbrella. He is thinking of many ways to go to the prison, but every time it comes out to be a failure. Sophie decides that today was not his day and starts to go back to the Madison Square where he sleeps every night. On the way back, he comes across a house. It is his childhood home. He remembers so many days spent in there. He remembers his mother. He remembers his days as a gentleman there. Some positive thoughts come in his mind. He thinks to do something good with his life. He thinks that he has enough time to change his life, to transform himself into a gentleman again. He remembers one person even who has asked him for a job. He decides that he will go there and join that job. In this way, he is full of confidence, full of positive thoughts now. He listens to the music, soft music, and his mind is fully transformed. But at that time, a cop comes there and he asks Sophie, "Why is he standing there?" To which Sophie answers, "Nothing." The cop does not believe him. To which Sophie starts arguing. And there he commits the mistake. When he argues with the cop, he immediately arrests Sophie. The next day, the judge gives his verdict that Sophie will be sent to the Blackwell's Island for next 3 months. So in this way, the story ends at a tragic note. Friends, when Sophie was very much willing to be caught by the police, he was not caught by the police. But the end, when he thinks to do something good with his life, exactly at that time he is sent to the prison. This all shows that man proposes and God disposes. I hope you have understood the story very well. Thank you.